Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of Jay Slater. May he rest in peace. Condolence to his family. And may the correct justice be served. Brad was one of the last people to see Jay alive. And it took him 11 days to do the interview. Why would someone get an interview done 11 days after Jay Slater was reported missing? He shared a hotel room with Jay Slater. They traveled together from Lancashire. And when Jay was reported missing, Brad did not come forth to say that he was one of the last people to speak to Jay Slater. He said that he came to speak in the interview because Jay's mother, Debbie, requested him, pleaded with him to come and talk to the reporter. Aren't you supposed to be the first person to come out and search for Jay Slater and talk to the news, to the media, so that you get more eyes on the missing case of Jay Slater? Now pay attention to his eyes. I always wonder, why did it take him 11 days to conduct the interview? But if you pay attention to his eyes, it says everything. This picture was on Jay Slater's father, Warren Slater, is TikTok. While he was searching for his son and recording on TikTok, this picture came up. Brad is sitting there holding his head or ear, and look at the state of his eyes. Was there a fight that night? Or could Jay and Brad have been both beaten up? Could Brad have been a victim himself? Could that be the reason that he's not talking? Because if he saw his friend being unalived, and if he's warned not to talk, then I would obviously understand. If you zoom into the picture, just look at the state of his eyes. Was there a fight club? Or was this injuries from the video or the CCTV video clip that we saw on the beach? His eyes are seriously injured. I wonder if both Jay and Brad were taken as hostage. I wonder if Warren, Jay's father, showed us this picture on purpose. Was he giving us a hint? Was he trying to tell us something, to look closer at Brad's face? Is he trying to say Brad knows more? Could both Brad and Jay have been working for some crooked people? Allegedly. Look at the difference of Brad's face. You can still see his right eye looks like it's still healing. If you notice in this interview, Brad did not show much emotions, and I was always wondering why. Could it be possible that he was told not to talk or say a word, or he would be next? Why does Brad keep on saying that the only reason he did this interview was because Jay's mother, Debbie, asked him to do it? Why wouldn't you do it for your friend? Isn't that the first thing you're supposed to do when a friend of yours is missing? Let's not forget, Brad is good friends with Tom Hilton on Facebook. We've seen pictures of them young, standing near the graveyard. I wonder if this was all a setup. Did they set this all up? Did they pre-plan Jay's fate and blame it on an accident? Why would Jay walk 11 hours, climb mountains, cliffs, and valleys when he didn't have any hiking equipment? He didn't even have the skills of hiking on a hot summer day. Jay came for a party, for a festival. He didn't come to be hiking mountains. Was Jay taken to the mountains, to the valleys? This is the same picture of Brad. Pay attention to his eyes. This is the proper TikTok picture that Warren Slater took. His eyes are badly injured. So was he beaten too? Allegedly, like Jay? I personally believe this is the reason that Brad did not do the interview for another 11 days. Because obviously we would all have seen his face, his eyes. Those are serious bruises. You could have possibly had a concussion. And why is he wearing a long jumper in the humid heat of Tenerife? Could he have injuries on his arms? Looks like he's holding his head or his ear. Wonder if he's having a headache. Poor guy. I wonder if Jay's drink was spiked. His own mother, Debbie, said that she doesn't recognize him in these pictures. I believe something happened to Jay after the festival. If they spike his drink, he would have been allegedly too weak to fight. And we did see some videos on the beach, if they're true.
This evening, one of them has told Sky News she felt fobbed off by police after she reported him missing and described the desperate search to find him. The 19-year-old was on the island for a music festival and was last heard from on Monday. It's his first foreign holiday away with friends. And he called his friend Lucy Law just after 8 o'clock on Monday morning and shared his location with her, a mountainous area in the northwest of the island, which is popular with hikers. He told her he was going to walk back to where they were staying in Los Cristianos, but that's around 30 miles away. I spoke to Lucy earlier this evening.
This was the breaking news on Sky News. Pay attention to what the TV anchor said. The reporter clearly said that he spoke to Lucy and she said that Jay went missing at 8 a.m. Later on it was said 8:50. It was even said 8:30. Lucy has been keeping on changing the timelines because I don't believe this was an accident at all. She knows exactly what happened to Jay. She and Brad were the last two people to speak to him, allegedly.
I'd gone home from the NRG festival a little bit earlier than everybody else because I was tired. So I'd gone home alone back to my apartment and then I woke up to a phone call at like 8:30 in the morning, around 8:30, from Jay saying that he'd gone up to the mountains, that his phone was on 1%, so it was like about to die. He didn't know where he was, he needed a drink, that he'd cut all his leg on like a cactus and that he had no idea where we were. So I said to him, like, if you're ever going to listen to anything I'm going to say, like, you need to listen now. You need to go back to wherever you've just come from before your phone dies, and I'll come and pick you up from there. Like, you need to go back there.
Pay attention to what Lucy May Law told the reporter. She said she told Jay on the phone to come down and go back to where he was before he has a fall. Obviously at the mountains. Quite strange. What a coincidence. She said that, and allegedly we were told that Jay had a accident and he fell. The part of him being cut by a cactus doesn't make sense either. Because they had sniffer dogs. The dogs would have sniffed the cactus. They would have found DNA traces. This does not make sense. Because I said from the very beginning this was a cover-up, and I still believe it's a cover-up. Unfortunately, the coroner, doctor who's going to do the autopsy or has done the autopsy of Jay Slater is the same coroner who did the autopsy of Nicola Bulley. Nicola Jane Bulley was reported missing on the 27th of January 2022. She went for a walk with the dog Willow, and within 10 minutes, Willow, her dog, was found near the bench, and Nicola was nowhere to be seen. Her phone was found on the bench too. That case looked like a proper cover-up, and nothing was done about it. Although the inquest found out and mentioned that there was a man with a beanie hat, or two men who were allegedly walking around the riverside when Nicola was reported missing. But nothing was done about that. I remember how heartbroken I was because I was putting out so much awareness on Nicola Bulley's case. And if it's the same corner in Preston, Lancashire, United Kingdom, I don't see any justice coming for Jay. And the difference with Jay Slater and Nicola Bulley's case, although they both are from Lancashire, is that Jay Slater's case happened in Tenerife. It's the jurisdictions of Spain, Tenerife. This case belongs there. And if the Spanish police did not do their work well for whatever reason, or if it was a cover-up, we would never know. Because there's not much the UK police can do about it. The Spanish police refused help from Lancashire police when Jay Slater's case was going on, when he was reported missing. Lucy May turned her back towards the camera so that we couldn't see her face. I wonder if she had injuries on her face, on her eyes, like Brad allegedly had. I wouldn't say allegedly because we saw Brad with clear black eyes. Why was Lucy hiding her face? Is it because she works on the wrong side of the street in Tenerife? Or is it because she has more information about Jay Slater that she's not sharing? Why didn't she tell us that she knows Ayub? His name is actually Ayub, not Ayub. It sounds just so strange because it's Ayub. Why didn't Lucy May tell us that Jay Slater went with Ayub and some other guys? She pretended like she did not know Ayub, but Ayub mentioned Lucy May. He told us public, leave Lucy May alone. She was the first one who came to me searching for Jay. Once people start lying, we have a problem. These people change their timelines. It took Lucy May time to get her timeline straight, if she's got them even straight. It took Brad 11 days to do an interview, and he has the audacity to say he did the interview because Jay's mother, Debbie, told him to do that. Why wouldn't you do that as a genuine human being if you had nothing to hide? Unless you've been threatened. And how can Lucy May afford to travel so frequently? Within 2 nights, she was in 4 different countries. Where's she getting her money from? Besides the rumors that we hear that she works in the rug business, where's she actually getting her money from? Or unless she has parents who are very rich and are willing to spend a lot of money on Lucy's events and festivals. Why was she hiding her face? Does she have injuries on her face too? But then the reporter would have known that. She must have told the reporter, I don't want to show my face because I'm really worried people will start attacking me. Or was she told by the people she works for not to show her face? Just a question. Because if your friend or your loved one is missing, the first thing you would do is show your face so that people can see who they should contact if they find you or if they need information. Usually it's guilty people who hide their face. And it's usually guilty people who take 11 days to come and do an interview, like Brad. Let me correct myself. I wouldn't say guilty. I would say people who have something to hide. I always wonder if this picture of allegedly Jay on the left is actually Tom Hilton. Pay attention to the nose, the lips. You can't see the eyebrows, but you can see the hairstyle even. Looks identical. It's sad that you can't see his ears on the left picture, which is supposed to be Jay. I really believe it's Tom Hilton. Tom Hilton, and maybe the guys who got arrested, if Jay allegedly ratted them out, would have motive to get Jay back, definitely. Tom could have lost his life that day, when they assaulted him with machetes, allegedly. And Tom knows Brad and Lucy because we see their Facebook friends. Was this revenge in Tenerife? Retaliation in Tenerife, allegedly? Pay attention to the hair, nose, lips, and let me know what y'all think.